Hey Libras, welcome. So this is a timeless reading connecting you with one or more of your spirit guides. So we'll see what type of energy they want to speak to today and what they want to say that you're doing well, and also what advice they have for you about things that you may want to work on. And we have the Ram with perseverance. And this is speaking to the many gifts that you have and your power to accomplish the goals. So anything that you set your mind to with patience, perseverance, and also doing it out of love. So this is something that brings you joy and happiness, and doing it without any insistence on the final outcome is what I'm hearing here. So these guys, the energy that they're bringing forth is for you to continue on with your path and with the things that make you happy. And do that again without a requirement or expectation of what the outcome is going to look like. Okay? So let's see what else we have here. So what does Libra do well? Okay. What else? All right. So I feel like it's just those natural Libra qualities of just bringing genuine love and compassion and balance to situations and to relationships. And I feel like there's also a message here about you being more balanced with yourself and being in harmony with yourself. Okay, so what else? Okay, so let's see what we have. Okay, all right. Okay, so yeah, also you walking towards what fulfills you. Okay, yeah. So this Ram and the perseverance is coming out very strong with you being supported by your guides with moving towards things that fulfill you. So that could be relationships, a career, jobs, or just passions that you do have. So you walking towards that and being more aligned with your true authentic self is what they're saying you're doing well at this point in time. So we also have the Eight of Swords. Okay, what else? What else? There's a lot of eights here. Okay, so I feel like this is you also incorporating spirituality into your process and continuing to develop spiritually. Okay, so interesting. So what else? Let me see. What else? Thank you. All right, so we have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So I feel like there is this component of you incorporating spirituality into your finances. So that could be in different ways. So there's a little eyelash there, so if you want to make a wish. But anyway, yeah, so just incorporating spirituality into your finances. And again, so this could be in different aspects or in different ways. One, just allowing your intuition to guide you as it relates to your finances, and then also utilizing your gifts and talents, your esoteric gifts and talents, to be financially free and to make money. So whatever way it aligns, whatever you're doing, you're being praised for that, and you're being guided to continue on that path. And I feel like for some of you, this is like a process, so you may not be completely where you want to be at this time, but this is where that perseverance, where that strength and that courage and that bravery comes in to allow you to continue on your path so that you do get to where you desire and achieve the goals that you do want. All right, so we have the Chariot. Yeah, just being divinely guided and connecting with your higher self and your intuition and source. So that's wonderful. What else? Okay, so we have the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, so there's definitely a really strong connection that you do have with strengthening your finances and your foundation, as well as growing your spirituality. And again, like these two are combined in some way is what I'm hearing. So if you don't feel this way, you know, this reading may not be for you, or you may not have gotten to that place yet where you are recognizing and realizing the connection between the two and how you can even utilize your gifts and talents for financial gain. Okay, so it just depends on where you are in your journey. And also, like I said, if you feel like this is completely not resonating, then maybe it's just not for you. Okay, so what else? All right. Okay. All right, yeah, so being divinely guided and stepping into a new journey, a new chapter, a new timeline, a higher frequency is something that you're able to do very well here. And you're being recognized for your ability to create and to create more love, to create more of the things that you do desire. Okay, so I feel like you are like stepping into that new portal, that new chapter. And for some of you, it's like even without expectation, which is right aligned to where you should be when you are on new journeys and you are on your path. It's that persistence and expectation and requirements that keep you kind of in this stuck stagnant place and limit your ability to be successful. And what I'm hearing is like you're getting out of that phase. You're realizing and recognizing that, you know, you are putting those thoughts out there. You are co-creating your reality with the universe, and you're allowing the universe to bring to you everything that is due to you and all of the abundance and opportunity in divine timing. So if you feel like you're not where you want to be, or you feel like there's so much more that's available to you, raise your frequency, raise your vibration, and that is where it will be for you. So that is really what divine timing is. It's whenever you have reached that frequency of that energy of the things that you desire, then it will open up to you and you will receive. So that's all divine timing is. So you could be divinely timed to receive today. It's all about where your frequency is. So don't necessarily keep that as an obstacle to your progression and to you moving forward. Because again, it's just about where you are. You're going to receive based on where you are currently, where your vibration is, where your frequency is, how you're feeling. Okay? Because that's the energy that the universe is listening to. They're not listening to anything other than that. It's gonna, what you receive is gonna match your frequency. Okay. So what else? Thank you. Thank you. All right. Okay, so I also feel like you just like not feeding into any bullshit, like not connecting with any energies that just aren't helpful and aren't serving you is something that you're really committed to doing as a part of this new process, the new you, the new chapter that you're entering. You're like, yeah, I'm leaving all of that in the past. I'm not even connecting with that energy because it's not doing anything at all for me but keeping me stuck. Okay. All right, so I feel like there's also this component of you being there and supporting others in whatever way you can, in whatever way feels good to you. For some of you, it is monetarily. For some of you, it's with time. For others, it's just being a presence and sending unconditional love. Yeah, this is work out in the community as well that you may be doing. Or again, like I see some of you like giving on charity websites, like giving out of your paycheck to the community in some way. Okay, so again, this doesn't have to be anything significant or major. It's just the intention and the effort that you're putting in, and that is based on what you feel comfortable with, what you can afford to do, and it's all valuable. It's all valuable. It's all appreciated, and it's all showing the universe that, yeah, this is the new you. One that's helpful, one that's supportive, one that understands that we are all one, and that you can give as well as receive. Okay, so now let's see what your guides would like you to work on more. All right, so we know immediately just, okay, so I would say any belief systems, thoughts, any patterns, any habits, any feelings that are just not helpful to your process at all. So this is you like being all in your head and just maybe even worrying, experiencing fear, anxiety, doubt. Those are the things that you're being guided to recognize, that those thoughts and feelings are existing and happening, and separate yourself from that, in a sense that you can observe that without latching onto it, without taking it on. Just as simple as, okay, there's this fear, there's this anxiety that's coming up. I recognize that and I choose not to give it power, to give it energy. Because in doing that, like giving it more energy, giving it more power, focusing on it is really allowing it to grow, and you're nurturing it. So this is about you nurturing what it is that you truly desire. Hope, faith, unconditional love, happiness, joy, contentment, fulfillment. Those are the things that you desire, my understanding at least, of what you desire. And that is where you're being guided to focus on. Because this other energy is something that you do not desire. But if you give it and feed it, it's just going to grow. So it's about being mindful of your state of mind. Okay. And also recognizing and realize, so there's two things happening here, like the comparison with others and just, and I said this before, and I don't know who originally said this, but just comparison is the thief of joy. That is such a powerful statement, and it's so true. And it's just a reminder of you not to compare yourself with others, because you are on your own journey and you're receiving in your own time. And you don't know the journey that others have went through to get to where they are. Even if they're posting it out there and are talking about it, like, you still don't know the full truth and story of it. And it's really not any of your concern. What the concern is you and how you can grow and your journey. And you're being reminded to focus more on yourself and your journey, and being appreciative for all the things that you've accomplished so far, because there's so much more coming to you. There's so much more coming to you. And it all starts with just being appreciative and expressing gratitude and being in that energy of appreciation and gratitude. So the universe knows truly where you're coming from and what your vibration is, so it can bring you more of what you desire. Okay, and then also recognize that this is any contrast that you're experiencing, any challenges, is a part of the process, and it's a part of the plan, and it's not about the actual process or experience that you're having. It's about your choices as you're going through that experience. It's about the lessons that you're learning. And it's about you staying positive, staying focused, and persevering. Okay, so what else? What else for our Libra? Thank you. Okay, all right. So yeah, there may be some temptations, and okay, I don't know. I don't want to get like too off topic or start talking about too many things, but it's sort of like, there's some vices that, some of you may have that are being called out here, and it's time to let them go. It's time to shed that old skin. That is the old you. That is not the new you. It is time to step into the new you and step into your power, and you recognizing what is keeping you from achieving your goals and from making progress, and addressing it, letting it go, focusing on what you desire. And know that when you do that, the smallest change toward your authentic self and your journey is going to make the biggest impact. That's what I wanted to say. Right? So just those tiny little changes, those tiny little shifts are what's allowing you to get more focused on your path to living your life purpose. Okay, and bringing in that abundance and bringing in that joy and bringing in that bliss and happiness and contentment. Okay, so let go of what is not serving you. Recognize those patterns and behaviors and belief systems that are just not helpful to you. They bring you no value at all, but to keep you in this state of just swirling around in sometimes pain, sometimes misery, sometimes even just a neutral state of just not being able to progress and move yourself forward. Okay. Yeah, and this is also about having more hope and faith in your dreams. And I'm also hearing visualization. So visualizing what it is that you desire, visualizing what it is that you want, and releasing that to the universe so the universe understands what you want. And then also working to raise your frequency and vibration so you're matching that energy of that person that has those things that they want. And that is what the universe connects with. Like, oh, you want to be this? And you're already matching that frequency? Well, yes, here it is. That's how this works. Okay. So what else? Okay, whoa. Okay, that's a lot. All right. So I'm just going to take, well, you know what? Okay, it's only a couple, so we'll take them. All right. So we have the Ten of Wands here. So I feel like there is a call for you to really, as you're going through contrast, as you're experiencing what you define as challenges or difficult times, it's about reframing those. Reframing how you define it here is what I'm hearing. So it's all opportunities for you to grow and to learn and to understand more about your authentic self. And the sooner you realize that and the sooner you choose, right? We talked about that earlier. Choose how you react to situations and circumstances and staying positive and seeing it as opportunity as opposed to, you know, a challenge or something that you can't get through is going to make the difference. Okay. So for some of you, this may even be directly related to some financial challenges that you're working through. But this is guiding you to identify what it is that's going to help you get back on track. Okay, because I feel like there's things that you're working towards and that you want to grow and expand upon. And this could be financial, career-wise, relationship-wise, family-wise, even just as far as just even expanding your family. Okay, so whatever this is, you're being guided to really focus on how you can reframe any contrast that you're experiencing as it relates to that into something that's much, much, much more positive and opportunistic, and choosing happiness over grief, over pain, and knowing that that is your state is what's going to help you. So we also have the Nine of Cups here. Yeah. And so I'm hearing like very loudly that you are to recognize that the universe, life, this 3D version of you is just reflecting back to you what you are giving to it. So the sooner you recognize that and realize that, the sooner you can make the choice to, as far as what you put out there. Okay, and again, as contrast is coming up, as challenges that you identify as difficult are coming up, it's still about your response and how you look at it and how you frame it. Because again, it's just reflecting back to you what you're putting out and what you're experiencing. So start putting out the shit that you want reflected back to you. Okay, and then we have the King of Wands here. Yeah, so you're definitely being guided to work on those things that you feel passionate about. Okay. And so I feel like for some of you, this isn't necessarily about career, but it could be. It could absolutely be. But for some of you, this is about your home environment, your relationship, your marriage, your partnership, your connection. Okay. All right. So anything else? Anything else? Thank you. You know what? We're going to take it because it looked like it wanted to come out so bad. All right. Okay, so we have Two of Swords. Okay. Yeah, so also in your decision-making process, recognize that there is soul family available to assist you, because in some cases you may be blocking yourself off from individuals or information even that you know is going to be helpful to you and helpful to your decision-making process. So open yourself up to that where it's appropriate, where you feel comfortable, right? Because I'm not saying just listen to any old body, not saying that at all, but to those that you feel comfortable with and sharing, that you trust their opinions, their ideas, and then ultimately you need to use your intuition to make the choice and make the decision. So it's good to have that other knowledge flowing and, you know, seeing different sides and different perspectives, but ultimately you're guided to use your intuition because there's options available to you that you are not necessarily seeing at this time, but your intuition can help you to open that up. So also your self-care practices like journaling, meditating, ways that you are able to like open yourself up to recognize synchronicities that are happening and receive messages from your higher self and guides and source. That is what you're being guided to do. So for me, it's meditation that helps me do that. And also just closing my eyes and sitting in stillness and quietness. Okay, so again, whatever those practices are for you that help you align more to that and receive that wisdom and guidance from you is what you're being guided to do. Okay, and then this Nine of Swords. Why is the Nine of Swords in reverse? So I feel like there's also this message about just enjoying yourself, enjoying yourself more. Okay. All right, so we have the Five of Cups here. Okay, yeah, so this is really about enjoying yourself more and appreciating what you have currently, because for some of you, there's resources that you have, and this could be in any way, whether it's just someone to talk to or someone that can provide you financial support, or just things that you have within your home or products that you have or services that you offer. Like there's so much abundance that you already have and blessings that you've already received that you're being reminded to be grateful for. Right? Because we said earlier that that is the start of the process. You want to know where you can begin? It's beginning with being grateful for everything you are, everything that you have, and everyone in your life, for all of your experiences at this point in time. And then also recognize and realize that you have everything you need already. So you're being guided to look at what you have and how you can leverage it to get what you want. Okay. Let's get like one more. Thank you. And we have the, excuse me, the Hanged Man. All right. Okay. All right. I get it. So you're definitely being guided to reflect, right? So we talked about those self-care practices, and this can be any form that is comfortable to you, any way that you're able to connect with source and your higher self and your guides to receive those downloads. Do it. So that is another confirmation here that you must do that, or if you don't do it, divine intervention will come in and will create the scenarios for you to do it. So you're being guided to go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do those meditations. Go ahead and do those self-care practices. And you are going to feel so wonderful after you do them that you're going to be like, you know, I need to do this more often. Why haven't I been doing this regularly? So this is about getting back to those self-care practices. And that's what's going to be most beneficial to you at this time. And that's going to help you to persevere. Okay. So let's see what kind of other messages we do have for our Libras. Thank you. Okay. Have you laughed today? Find your joy. Lift your soul. I love this. I love this because this is about you. And we're going to bring it up again here because we did speak to it very briefly. But this is about you finding joy and happiness in the things that you do. And if you feel like, okay, this pretty stressful week, got a lot of stuff going on, take that time. Like for some of you, I'm even seeing like just, having your tea and just relaxing, or, I'm not going to say it, but you know what I mean? Just like smoking your blunt or whatever it is for you, whatever, just getting some visions here, but whatever makes you happy, whatever you do to have those moments of peace and comfort and relaxation, do that. And I'm seeing even for some of you, it's about like watching your favorite comedies or your favorite shows as well. So we support you as you cleanse and clear both inside and out. I love that. So as part of these self-care practices, this is also giving you that opportunity to replenish yourself and to focus on that replenishing of your soul and who you are. Okay? So there's so many benefits to doing those self-care practices, and even if it's just getting more sleep, that it could be that simple, but you're absolutely being guided to do those things. Okay, so what other messages do we have? Let's do 2. All right, so we have Azurite and Orchid with personal power, healing entanglements, and the throat chakra. Okay. All right, so I feel like for some of you, it's going to bring you in balance to be more honest, to communicate more constructively, and to say more of what's on your mind. So there even, I feel like, is some spiritual significance behind these orchids. So you may want to take a moment, if you feel called to look that up, because there's going to be messages there for you. And then if you have Azurite, meditating with that or carrying that with you in some way, or incorporating that into your daily activities in some way, will be beneficial. Same with lava stone. Okay. And then we have transmuting, breaking down barriers, and realizations. So yeah, this is about incorporating those self-care practices that are helping you to grow and expand your mind, your spirituality, and your philosophies, even as it relates to spirituality and how you view that. Okay, and what this all means. So this is you like stepping into that space as well. We have no longer holds power over you. Dissolve attachments of the past with love. Okay, so I'm even hearing for some of you, like there may be some benefit in doing cord cutting ceremonies, and I'm sure that you can look up YouTube videos on that. I know there's services out there that charge for that, but it could be as simple as looking up YouTube videos and doing a meditation on that. Okay. So it's going to depend on you and what you feel most comfortable with doing. But just at the end of the day, recognizing that it is time to let go of those attachments that are no longer serving you. And that could be to people, places, friends, friends are people, but you get what I'm saying, right? So that could be to individuals, or it could be to belief systems, even habits, anything that's holding you back, essentially, is what you're being asked to release and let go of. We also have spend time on you, balance yourself. Yeah, we spoke to that earlier, like very clearly, about incorporating those self-care practices in and getting back to those self-care practices. So we also have connect to heart. I love that. I love that. And there is this message of your higher self and source being loyal to you. They're always there. Always there. They can never not be there, because that is who you are. That is you. Okay? So if you ever feel like you're disconnected, it's a choice. It's a choice. Okay? So it's about trusting and knowing who you are truly and how you're connected. And then we have strength. So that's the second time strength came out here. So just, again, with the perseverance, the strength, call on your bravery, call on your strength to persevere. Then we also have patience and I am present. Accessing the divine within. So this is more confirmation, and it's really beautiful to close out in this way, because this is where we started and we're just bringing it full circle to perseverance patience, connecting with your intuition and source, and it being in the present moment and creating the life that you desire based on you in the present, right? And the choices that you make as the situations are coming up. Okay, Libra, so those are the messages I have for you. Please like, share, subscribe, and leave me a comment to let me know how this resonates. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, and we'll talk soon.